million.
They help people like me every day.
Call the Mike Slocum Law Firm on the Hurt Line right now.
Tonight, the stunning moment on live television. The $90 million gamble, SpaceX launching Falcon Heavy, the world's most powerful rocket into space. A car inside it, and tonight that car now floating in space. The boosters returning to Earth, millions watching. Would they stick the landing? Would those boosters land right back in Florida? Also tonight, the winter storm, the pileups turning deadly, the rescue playing out in the Northeast as the system now moves across the country and into the east. The morning commute could be dangerous. President Trump today saying, "I'd love to see a shutdown." With the deadline looming, what prompted him to say this repeatedly? The deadly flu worsening tonight. New York City authorities now with a new warning. And the second grade teacher who went to the hospital was sent home and then was rushed back to the hospital 2 days later, where she died. Two train cars on Amtrak's Acela Express breaking apart, separating on the way from D.C. to Boston. And the deadly earthquake, the magnitude 6.4, nearly toppling buildings, people trapped in hotels. Bob Woodruff reporting in tonight.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Tuesday night. And we begin with that stunning launch, a new American rocket built not by NASA, but by billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk. And millions were watching today his $90 million gamble, launching his own rocket. The SpaceX Falcon Heavy lifting off into a clear sky, some very unusual cargo inside. Elon Musk's own Tesla sports car carried into space where it is tonight, with a dummy there in the driver's seat. That car now speeding toward Mars. You can't make this up. 3 rockets attached are supposed to come back down and stick the landing, but would they? Millions again watching that part as well, all part of Elon Musk's hope of carrying people back to the moon and starting a colony on Mars. ABC's David Curley leads us off from Cape Canaveral tonight.
3, 2.
From the same launch pad America sent men to the moon, Elon Musk's SpaceX ignited the Falcon Heavy, the biggest rocket in the world.
You've heard the call-out. Vehicle is supersonic.
Actually, 3 rockets strapped together. The 2 boosters recycled. Cheers as they pull away from the $90 million vehicle.
Successful separation.
But this private space company with intentions of going to Mars wasn't through. Those boosters slowing re-entry with another engine firing and a nearly synchronized landing.
And the Falcons have landed.
And then the big reveal of the cargo. Musk's very own roadster from his other company Tesla, which makes electric cars. In the driver's seat, a dummy in a spacesuit and a message on the dash: "Don't panic." The playful test cargo accompanied by music from David Bowie. The plan is to send the Tesla toward Mars, but first, remarkable pictures of the dummy dubbed Starman with a glorious background of Earth, a stunning success for SpaceX. This big rocket means much heavier cargo. Satellites can be carried into space, and with its reusability, SpaceX now has a price advantage over its competitors. Musk, who said there was only a 50-50 chance of this working, tweeting after the launch with video of his Starman, quote, "The view from SpaceX Launch Control. Apparently there is a car in orbit around Earth."
This was incredible to watch today. David Curley, the best assignment of the day, watching it in person at Kennedy Space Center. The spectacular mission took place. And David, we saw those 2 boosters land back in Florida. So what are we learning about the 3rd center booster that was supposed to return safely? And what about the car tonight, the David Bowie music playing there on the radio?
Yeah, quite the scene today, David. It was vibrating on the chest. It was taking off. Now, that second rocket, we don't know whether or not it landed safely on a barge in the ocean. There is a report that it may have been lost, but that would be just a minor setback on really what was a spectacular day. And as you mentioned, the car is circling Earth at this hour. It will be sent toward Mars to actually orbit around the sun and Mars. And David, if it survives out there. It could be out there for 1 billion years.
1 billion years. All right, David Curley, none of us will be here to report on whether or not it survives that long. Thanks so much. In the meantime, we do move to other news tonight. There is a new winter storm on the move this evening. Snow, ice, heavy rain from the Gulf all the way up to New England. 25 states, in fact, under winter weather alert. Snow, ice, even strong thunderstorms with this. It comes after a deadly storm struck the heartland already. At least 13 people killed on treacherous highways in the past 24 hours. Here in New York tonight, a daring ice rescue, and ABC's Alex Perez from the storm zone.
Tonight, as the Northeast braces for a powerful storm,
You see 2 rescuers in the water. They look like they're bringing someone in.
first responders racing to try to save a person who fell through the ice in Queens, New York.
Right now, the first aid immediately being administered.
That person in serious condition tonight.
It appears right now that it was a child. We implore everyone, please stay off the ice.
90 million Americans now in the path of snow, ice, and wind. Watch as this car loses control on I-94 in Chicago Monday, narrowly missing other vehicles before slamming right into the concrete median. That driver reportedly okay. But winter weather already claiming at least 13 lives in crashes across the heartland. In Iowa, high winds and low visibility causing a string of fatal crashes.
Watched, I don't know, probably 20 or 30 cars just start piling up.
In all, some 40 vehicles involved, 1 person killed and another injured on I-35 near Ames. And on I-80 near Grinnell, another pileup, this one involving 19 vehicles, including the Dancing with the Stars tour bus. And David, parts of the Midwest bracing for another monster morning commute here in Chicago. On top of all this, we could get another 3 inches of snow tonight. David?
All right, another 3 inches possible there in Chicago. Alex, our thanks to you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z, who's been tracking this over the next 24 hours.
Yes, and it's a large area that's included here. So let's start from Decatur, Texas, with a winter weather advisory all the way up to, say, Lawrence, Massachusetts. I want your ears tonight because it's already happening, and a lot of it will be freezing rain. That's the part that's going to make a lot of the roads slicker than even the snow could. And so you'll see this move in. It's really tomorrow morning in a place like Cincinnati where you get up to 2 inches of snow, but it also comes along with up to a 1/4 inch of ice. You put that on power lines, on trees, it is going to be a mess. And then look at I-95 at the drive time tomorrow evening. That is heavy rain south and that heavy snow to the north with ice in the middle.
All right, we appreciate the warning. We'll let you know how this storm ends because I know you begin maternity leave now, and we wish you well. We can't wait for this new baby
Not
boy.
right at this moment, but yes.
Yeah, but soon.
Soon.
And by the way, David's a pretty good name.
Okay.
Okay, let us know.
Keeping
let us
it
know.
in
We're
the
rooting
bank.
for you. Okay. We turn to other news tonight, and President Trump's new threat on immigration, saying today he would, quote, love to see a government shutdown if Congress doesn't agree to a plan, blaming the Democrats, but creating some confusion with that remark, repeatedly saying, bring on the shutdown. And the president's chief of staff, John Kelly, with words of his own making headlines tonight with what he said about some of the dreamers. Here's ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega tonight.
The deadline to keep the government open just 2 days away. But today, President Trump stunned even members of his own party when he declared, bring on a shutdown.
Let's have a shutdown. We'll do a shutdown.
It was during a meeting on MS-13 gang violence, the president saying he wants tougher immigration restrictions or else.
I'd love to see a shutdown if we don't get this stuff taken care of. And if we have to shut it down because the Democrats don't want safety, then shut it down. We'll go with another shutdown.
Again and again, the president went there.
Without borders, we don't have a country. So would I shut it down over this issue? Yes.
So many times, Republican Congresswoman Barbara Comstock called him out.
We don't need a government shutdown on this. We really do. I think both sides have learned that a government shutdown was bad. It wasn't good for them.
But Barbara, we are not getting support from the Democrats. I mean, you can say what you want. We're not getting support from the Democrats on this legislation.
But even as the president spoke, over at the Capitol, Senate leaders of both parties announced they are close to a sweeping 2-year budget deal to avoid the recurring shutdown drama.
I'm optimistic that very soon we'll be able to reach an agreement.
I am very hopeful that we can come to an agreement.
The White House today doing damage control.
We are not advocating for the shutdown. I don't think that we expect the budget deal to include specifics on the immigration reform.
The shutdown, not the only looming deadline. In less than a month, protections begin to expire for the dreamers, those undocumented immigrants who came here as children. More than 690,000 Dreamers signed up for those protections. The president now wants to offer a path to citizenship to more than double that number. Today, his chief of staff, John Kelly, under fire for these comments.
The difference between 690 and 1.8 million were the people that some would say were too afraid to sign up, others would say were too lazy to get off their asses, but they didn't sign up.
Is that the position of this White House, that Dreamers are lazy? Who thinks this?
Frankly, I think if anybody's lazy, it's probably Democrats who aren't showing up to work and aren't actually getting to the table to make a deal on this.
So let's get to Cecilia Vega. She's with us live from the White House tonight. And Cecilia, again, the deadline for the Dreamers less than a month away now. President Trump has said he might extend DACA if there's no deal by then. But today, his chief of staff seemed to offer a very different message on that front.
Exactly, David. John Kelly told reporters today that he very much doubts the president will extend this deadline to protect Dreamers. In fact, he said he would advise the president against doing so, saying, quote, anytime you give this institution time, they will take it. This White House, David, very much wants to put the pressure on Congress on this issue. But I've got to say, over on Capitol Hill, at this point, Republicans and Democrats are nowhere near close to reaching a deal.
Cecilia Vega with us again tonight. Thank you, Cecilia. And next, a jittery start to the day on Wall Street today, meanwhile, after that record point drop yesterday. Worried traders at the opening bell as the Dow fell another 500 points, swinging more than 1,000 points throughout the day, before then closing sharply higher today, 24,912, up 567 points at the closing bell. The markets closed tonight back to where they started the new year, but volatility could continue. In the meantime, we turn to new trouble on the tracks for Amtrak tonight. The Acela Express today breaking apart during a trip from D.C. to Boston. Two cars on the train actually separating. Here's ABC's Steve Osunsami.
This is what it looked like this morning when the speeding train came to a stop. Passengers couldn't believe it. Two cars were breaking apart.
Are you guys okay? No. You're not okay? No, I'm just making sure. I'm a little shook up.
The high-speed Acela Express from Washington to Boston broke apart near Havre de Grace, Maryland. Amtrak tonight is calling this a highly unusual mechanical event. All 52 passengers were uninjured and had to be moved to a different train.
Felt like we were almost dragging something, and when I looked out the window, I could see a shower of sparks coming out the side of the train.
This has been an unfortunate few weeks for Amtrak.
Everything is everywhere. We wrecked on a train.
These were the calls for help just 2 days ago after a train on its way to Miami crashed head-on into a parked freight train sitting on the tracks in South Carolina.
There's babies on here bleeding out their head. It's a lot of people hurt.
Amtrak is investigating the train this morning that broke in two. They say its speed could be as high as 125 miles an hour. David?
Steve Osunsami with us tonight. Thanks, Steve. The deadly flu epidemic, and this evening the new warning from authorities right here in New York City. The deaths of 2 children confirmed just this week. And in Texas tonight, grief counselors brought in after a second-grade teacher died from the flu. She'd been to the hospital, was sent home, and then was rushed back to the hospital. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Health officials in New York City sounding the alarm today with the flu epidemic raging on.
The flu is prevalent in every single state of the continental United States. And in our part of the United States, the number of cases continues to rise.
In New York City, 2 children confirmed dead from flu-related illness, as visits to area emergency rooms for the flu are the highest in 4 years. Hospitalizations are soaring nationwide, more than 14,000 so far this flu season, which could last until May. Heather Holland, a second-grade teacher in Texas, a week admitted and then released from a hospital, died after she was rushed back by paramedics 2 days later.
Everybody talked very highly of her, so it's really tough.
Aaron Masterson, 12 years old, taken off life support Sunday after his battle with the deadly virus.
If you notice that your child is getting better and then suddenly gets worse, they might have gotten a pneumonia on top of the flu virus.
As for those still debating whether to get a flu shot,
you reduce your chance of getting the flu by about 1/3. So that's, not zero. What is a 0% protection is not getting a vaccine.
We are now at week 10. Typically, flu seasons last 11 to 20 weeks. David?
Could last into May, they're telling us now. Lindsay, thank you. And overseas tonight, a deadly earthquake rocking Taiwan, the magnitude 6.4 quake striking. Buildings tilting there. People tonight trapped inside hotels. Emergency responders scrambling in the dark. And ABC's Bob Woodruff reporting in from the region tonight.
Tonight, destruction and chaos in the streets of Taiwan. Buildings destroyed, this apartment teetering on the verge of collapse, and authorities now searching for those trapped inside. This man bravely climbing to search for the missing. At least 2 are dead and at least 200 injured in the 6.4 magnitude quake. It struck just before midnight local time. Roads, bridges, cars damaged. Neighborhoods reduced to rubble.